Happy Monday to everybody. Today is October 5th, 2020. Starting to feel a little bit more like fall every day. Uh, my kids are really excited about Halloween. I don't know if you guys get into Halloween or not. It's probably my least favorite holiday. It's a lot of work for nothing, I guess. But anyway, the kids have fun, so I guess that's what it's worth. Um, All right, so today, page 42 and 43 of our real book. Let's take a look at this. So this is going over prefixes. Okay, so prefixes pre and re. So it tells us a prefix is a word part added to the beginning of a base or root word. A prefix changes the meaning of the word. Knowing the meaning of a prefix can help you determine the meaning of unknown words that contain that prefix. The prefix pre means before. The prefix re means again or back. Okay, so we're looking at word families. Okay, so a word family is, we have the base word, okay, and then members of a word family can have a prefix or a suffix. Suffixes come at the end. Okay, so on this specific example, okay, they gave us the word preschool. Okay, so the base word of that would be school, right? Okay, so preschool, and the base word would be school. Okay, and then the meaning, a place where children go to learn before they are old enough for kindergarten. Because it means, pre means before, right? So before kindergarten, before school. Okay, let's look at prepay. Okay, so what would the base word be on that? Would it be pre? No, that would be the prefix, right? Would it be pay? Very well could be, okay? I think that it probably is. So we would put pay right here, okay? Then we're going to put, okay, so pre means that you do something before, right? So if I prepay for something, think about like our pictures that we take, school pictures at school. Okay, so school pictures at school, we prepay, you pay, and then you have the pictures taken, and then eventually your pictures show up. Okay, you've prepaid for something. Or if you do something online, like let's say you're going on a sweet trip, you're going to book a cruise, you're going to prepay for it. You're going to pay for it before the cruise even happens. Okay, so paying for something before you get the good or you get the service. Okay, then we have rewrite. Okay, what would the base word be? Probably write. Okay, all right, so if you rewrite something, that means that you write it over again, right? You do it again. If I rewrite a letter, that's going to be something that I've already done. Okay, so or if I rewrite a check, well, they lost the first one, so I'm going to rewrite another check. Okay, all right. Then repay. So what's the root word? Well, it's going to be the same one as right here. Okay, repay. So you're going to put pay right here, and then give me a definition of what you think repay is over here. Okay, you repay somebody. You paid them once, then they do the same service again for you, you're going to pay them again. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, now I want you to use these context clues. One way Kez tries to blank his guardian's kindness is by helping other homeless kids. Okay, so one of these words, what could that be? One way Kez tries to preschool his guardian's kindness? No. Prepay his guardian's kindness? He's not really paying anything, right? Well, he's not paying before. He is paying something. He's paying by helping other homeless kids. Okay? Rewrite his guardian's kindness? I don't think so. Or repay. So somebody did something for him, so he's going to repay the favor. Okay? One way Kez tries to repay his guardian's kindness is by helping other homeless kids. Okay, Kez may blank a speech several times before he considers it to be finished. Kez may preschool a speech, prepay a speech, rewrite a speech. I think that's the one you got right there. Okay, I want you guys to go ahead and finish up 7 and 8 on your own. You guys are probably do that easy enough. Okay. All right. So then I know we've talked about context clues a little bit. Context is the way a word is used in a sentence. Okay, a word's context comes from other words, phrases, and sentences around it. Context clues in a sentence or paragraph can help you determine the meaning of unknown words or phrases. So, how many times have you guys been reading a book and you come to a word that you're like, that's not a word that I really use in my everyday vocabulary when I'm talking to friends or my family. Okay, so it's not really a word that I'm familiar with. It's not one that I use, but I've maybe seen it before. A lot of times, guys, you can look at the words around it so that you can um, uh, you're going to look at words around it so that you can start to understand the word that you're reading. Okay, so let's look at this. These sentences from Street Smarts provide clues to the meaning of the word hazards. Kez also shows kids how to protect themselves from the hazards of street life. He teaches them about nutrition and how to treat wounds. The first sentence tells that hazards are something kids need to protect themselves from. The second sentence states that Kez teaches kids how to treat wounds. Okay, so, all right, so a hazard might be tied to that word, treating wounds. Based on these clues, what do you think hazards are? The context clues help me figure out what hazards are. Okay, so once again, Kez also shows kids how to protect themselves from the hazards of street life. He teaches them about nutrition and how to treat wounds. Okay, so hazards of street life. I would say it's probably like the hardships, the dangerous parts of it. Okay, things like that. The dangers. I think hazards and dangers might be very similar. Okay. All right. So use context clues to kind of determine what a word means. Okay. Circle the letter next to the best meaning for the bold-faced word in each sentence. Then write the word or words that provided context for the meaning you chose. Kez has received several types of recognition. Okay, it's bolded recognition. So we're trying to figure out what recognition might mean, including an award and praise from Desmond Tutu. Okay, do you think it's public respect? Do you think it's something you know? Do you think it's a disagreement? Out of all of those, okay, so recognition, it restates it. An award and praise, okay, from Desmond Tutu. So my guess is it would the best answer on that would probably be public respect, right? A social worker was able to adopt Kez, and he became part of the social worker's family. So adopt became part of the social worker's family. So do you think adopt means to educate, to get medicine for, or to give a home to? Okay, you guys have all heard that term, I'm sure. But, okay, which one kind of gives us some evidence? Okay, now analyzing context clues. Kez teaches homeless children about nutrition and provides them with healthy foods. So it's got to be something to do with healthy foods, right? Underline the context clues that you determine the meaning of the word in bold print. Write the meaning of the word. Probably healthy foods. So nutrition is like the way we eat and taking care of our bodies by eating healthy foods. Okay, you're going to write something like that there. Children who do not go to school might declare, I want to get an education. Notice how they used quotation marks here. Okay, so they are declaring something. What did they declare? I want to get an education. So I want you to write right here what you think it means to declare something. Okay? Awesome. We're going to stop right there. I want you to turn into page 42 and 43. Before we jump out of here, though, okay. All right, we will not use this do now today. We're not going to do this one. I will have a weekly goals and uh, and your weekend. Okay, so make sure you write about your weekend, paragraph, and a couple of goals. An inside goal and an outside of school goal. So inside of school goal and an outside of school goal. Awesome, guys. Happy Monday. Let's have a great week. Thanks.